Hi, in the previous video, I have tried to use command line to start Kafka-sidecar and the sidecar backend, also using the command line curl to access the sidecar to produce something to the Kafka and also consume the messages on the backend API. Now in this video, I'm gonna start everything from Docker compose so that we don't need any command line to start any independent instance anymore. If you look at the kafka-sidecar repository, you can see we have two Docker compose files there. One is Docker compose YAML and one is Docker compose demo.yaml. If you look at the content of those YAML files, you can see the difference between those two. Let's first take a look at the Docker compose.yaml. This Docker compose.yaml will start the conference platform. It includes Zookeeper, Broker, schema registry, and the control center, all the components within the conference platform. This Docker Compose demo will start the Kafka-sidecar as well as the sidecar backend in Docker container. So those images coming from NetWinty public repository. This is a dependency, and for the Kafka-sidecar, we are using ./config/docker to map into the /config folder for the configuration. And also, you can see we are using network mode as a host, so that we can use local host within our configuration without using the Docker host IP, because it will require the tester to change the Docker host IP per their environment. Let's take a look at the configuration we have here. This is the configuration we have for the Docker Compose demo. You can see we have specified the servers, the Bootstrap servers, schema registry, and also the binary key formats binary and value format string. For the consumer side, we have the servers, schema registry, and specify the topic is test 6. Also, we have this backend host, HTTP host 8444. So this is the configuration. If you look at, we have the Docker host IP defined as the environment variable. So we pass this environment variable to the you can take a look at this. This is the environment variable in my .profile, Docker host IP. This is my local IP address, 192.168.1.102. This is required to set up the Bootstrap server. But I guess like using localhost should work. I'll evaluate if that option works or not. So now let's get the first platform started. To start it, we can use Docker Compose up -d. We put them into the background. So let's see if Docker PS, you can see all the services started already, like from that Docker Compose. In order to start the demo application, we can use Docker Compose -f, Docker Compose demo .yaml and up. So we are now using -d so that we can see the logs on the terminal. Let's get this one started. So you can see we have this server started already, both Kafka-sidecar and the sidecar backend. Now let's send a command to the current Kafka-sidecar. Yeah, this is a command. If we send this command, you can see on the sidecar backend you have those messages received. Before you do, when you are doing your own demo, you have to make sure you start the Kafka conference first, and then you need to log on to this control center, and you also need to create two topics, test 6 and the test 6.drq. The DRQ is for data queue. Yeah, the test, there's no schema for the key and the value, just a plain topic, nothing else. So you have to make sure those two topics exist before you start the demo compose. Otherwise, it won't work. So this is something you need right after you start the conference compose. Once you create these two topics, you don't need to recreate them like when you restart on the same computer. Yeah. Okay, that's it. That's for this demo. So the next demo, we're going to use the Kafka-sidecar and the backend deployed together in the same pod on the Kubernetes cluster. Thanks. Bye.